Move on to the third on the programme, race number 3. We go up in class here and up in trip as well. 1650 for the third, a Class 4 contest headed by Crown Avenue. Back into Class 4 companies, well, 4 times. All 4 wins have been in this grade. Champion Supreme times the course and distance for the first time. Family Leader was 4th last time out behind Pearl Champion, just his 2nd start. Glory Star's on a hat-trick. He's won his last 2 course and distance. Clear Choice behind Glory Star finished 5th last time out, and Leisured Feet very close to a class drop here off a rating of 41. He'll jump from barrier 11 with Eddie Lai in the saddle. Sunny Major, Clear Choice and Curling Luxury have all been up at Chung Far and back within the last 30 days.
Class 4, 1650, so a short run to the bend. Glory Star's been in exceptional form of late. If he steps well, they'll be searching for the lead, no doubt. Leisured Feet from the wide gate may come across. Clear Choice is a flip of the coin prospect, what they do from his gate. You've got Curling Luxury, who's a noted front runner. I think Zach Burton will be happy to sit in on Family Leader. So you can see there's 6, 11, 9 potentially battling it out. 8 could roll forward. Speed should be honest enough.
Nice piece of work here from Champion Supreme. He's had 3 gallops now, so 3 runs, I should say, this season. He's dropped 21 pounds going into this particular race. This will be his 2nd start for the new stable, and the trip looks ideal for him. Family Leader, I thought I'd show him. He's on the far side here with Defining Moment, who did run the other day, and he's doing it nice and easy, but he's never been to Happy Valley before, so that's the big question mark for him, but he does it easily enough. And Glory Star's in great form. He's won his last 2, Sylvester de Souza, and he should go to the front, so he's another one, catch me if you can type as well, Glory Star, so his work's been good.
Certainly has. He'll be ridden by Sylvester de Souza, who's in great form, trained by Jimmy Ting as well. The Ting stable are in fantastic form as well, as Ed Spadler spoke to Sylvester about his chances on Wednesday night.
Sylvester, Glory Star, an important winner for you on IJC night. That was a good win coming from a wide barrier on him.
Yeah, it was, and, you know, I rode the horse in the morning as well, and he feels like in great form, and I look forward to, and he'll go there with a chance again, you know. I don't really mind the gates, you know, and he's a horse, he got his speed, you could put him whatever you want in the race. It all depends how fast they're going, you know. But now he's, if he bouncing back in the same form he was when he won, then he should be competitive.
So he doesn't have to lead, because last time, I guess, from a wide gate, limited options, but from a better draw this time out, how do you see things there?
Yeah, we're trying to keep things very simple, and, you know, we just hope for the best.
And also with you, a successful weekend, 3 winners at Shard Tin on Saturday. You're 5th in the jockey's title here, even though you only started in November. You're flying at the moment.
At the horse, I've been very lucky, like, you know, I've been getting plenty of support from every training. So, and I just trying to make the most of my rides, and no, I've been very pleased the way the season going.
And that was Ed Sadler, not Ed Spadler. He had the day off, Spadler. But Glory Star, hat-trick on?
Possible, definitely. I mean, we saw him there, he won well, but he can be a horse that's a bit untrustworthy. He's had 32 goes in this class, 1 win. So on that stat alone, there's a little bit of untrustworthy when you mention his name. But he is flying at the moment like Sylvester.
And he's 2 for 2 for Jimmy.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for Jimmy, and that 1 win was his last start in the grade as well. So Jimmy Ting's got a bit of magic with him.
I think if he finds the front, he's very difficult to beat. I prefer him leading than back in the pack.
Yeah.
All right, that's Glory Star. What about Family Leader? Just had the 2 starts to judge him on so far. This is a pretty solid effort, I thought, behind Pearl Champion. It went past him like, well, it went past all of them like they were nailed to the fence, but outside of that, it was a good run. Yeah,
very good run. He stayed on nicely enough here for 4th. The little query I had is he's never been here to Happy Valley before. He's never trialled, he's never been under the lights, and that's always a little bit tricky. But he looks like he'll be suited by it. He's barrier number 3. He should get a nice trail in behind that pace that Brett highlighted. So I've got him in the numbers, but I've got 1 to beat him.
Yep, I think he's a work in progress, Family Leader. Only had the 2 starts, but a nice enough type going forward. I expect him to run well. All
right, and Champion Supreme's lightly raced as well. He's only had the 3 starts under his belt. We're seeing him last time out behind Gallant Return.
Yeah, this was the first run for the John Moore stable, and now from 1200 they're going to step it up to 1650. He has been over the trials again, got back behind Meridian Genius in a 1,000-metre trial. It was fairly quiet. So the fact they're pushing to a longer trip now suggests that we will see a more patient ride, and I'd be interested to see what he's got. I don't think I snuck him in. I left him out first up this trip.
Yeah, no, I've got him on top. I just think he's been looking for the 1650. He's had 3 runs now, and he's going well. I didn't mind that trial behind Meridian Genius, and he hit the line strongly there.
It's not a strong race, no doubt.
No, Leisured Feet, he's completely gone off the boil, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like when he won, he looked actually quite smart, but...
He's lost all form. He was very early on in his career as well, wasn't it? But we saw on the speed map he could potentially be a pace influence. He is close to a drop in grade. If he got into Class 5, came back to a sprint with a run over the longer trip underneath his belt, he'd be interesting despite his ordinary form.
Yeah, because he won his first race here, the first time he got up here, and it was a really good win. But yeah, ever since that, he's sort of gone backwards a bit.
All right, Curling Luxury is another one that might be a pace influence at a decent price, but how do you see it lining up in the Oval?
Well, with this little bit of pace and Champion Supreme stepping up to the 1650 for the first time under new trainer John Moore, he's dropped 21 pounds too, which I think is quite significant. Real fit horse coming to that. So that's why I've got him to beat Family Leader. Now, Family Leader's never been to Happy Valley before, so he may love the course, we don't know, but we've got to take him on trust in that respect. Glory Star is in great form at the moment, and Clear Choice, 1650, he'll get back from Barrier 8, just a little bit tricky. He has run some pretty good races wide, so I think he'll try and slot in and hit the line strongly. 3, 4, 6 and 8, but 3's come up an each-way price of 10 to 1, so happily take him each way.
I'm going to tip Clear Choice. I sound like a broken record because I have tipped him a lot of late, but he's had genuine excuses at his last 3. Tough trip last start. Prior to that, they took off halfway. It was, a real ordinary ride, I thought, on that occasion. So he's had an excuse there. And then prior to that, he ran a good race behind Flying Quest. I've always been of the opinion that he's better ridden patiently. So we saw the speed map. They had him sort of midfield, stuck wide. I think they'll go back, let him come into the race late. 5.4 is no spoils, but I do think he's a winning chance. Impeccable Fellow, that win 4 starts ago for Good Barry was terrific, but there's been no follow-up. I'll throw him in because he's got the good gate again. Family Leader and Glory Star can win again, but I don't like him at the price. 3.1, I'd rather shop elsewhere. So I'll play the 8 each way and hope he drifts out. I'll bar him after this. I'll be done.
All right. I've got him in the numbers. I've got the same 4 numbers as Paul in actual fact. But I'm glad you included Impeccable Fellow because he did look smart, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
All right, that's race number 3, first leg of the 6-up. We're back with the 4th. That's up next. First leg of the Triple Trio.